Good day, and welcome to an emergency update on the recent developments involving the Biafra Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and the Finnish authorities. The Chief of Staff of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Dr. Ngozi Orobueze, has convened an emergency Zoom meeting with cabinet members to address this situation. During the meeting, the European representative of the Biafra government in exile, Mazi provided background information on the issue before handing the floor to Dr. Orobueze. Dr. Orobueze stated that despite these developments, the cabinet remains committed to continuing the programs initiated by the Prime Minister. She alleged that the Nigerian government has collaborated with Finnish authorities in an effort to disrupt the upcoming Biafra Declaration Convention scheduled for the coming days. According to Dr. Orobueze, this situation arose from individuals reporting Mazi Simon Ekpa's activities to Finnish officials. She encouraged Biafrans to remain steadfast and to write to Finnish authorities to present the case for Biafra's restoration. Dr. Orobueze assured supporters that the Prime Minister would address the nation soon and emphasized that the convention will proceed as planned. Additionally, she instructed the Biafra Liberation Forces to intensify their efforts to remove terrorist groups from Biafran territories.
For being here today. My name is Mazi. I represent the Biafra government in Europe, and we are here today to update you on the recent events concerning the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. First of all, we would like to inform Biafrans that the Prime Minister is absolutely resolute and is ready to defend the Biafra cause. The opportunity to have the Biafra discussion has finally happened, and the Prime Minister is ready to address the plight of Biafra and lay bare the gross human rights violations against the Biafra people. Due to the information at our disposal, the Finnish local authorities is said to be suspecting our Prime Minister of public incitement to commit a crime with terrorist intent through social media space. As Biafra citizens, we have been together in this struggle and we understand the position that we are now in. All the Biafrans were suspected of financing terrorism, of which our legal representations are working to make sure that they are on top of the matter. The Finnish local authorities have requested that the court grants them up to 2 weeks period for further investigation while the Prime Minister remains in their custody. At this point in time, we will work closely with the legal representation to ensure that the Prime Minister is well represented. At the same time, we are going to intensify the upcoming declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafrans. My fellow Biafra people, we have come to the end of this crossroad, and the enemies are quaking and wailing and trying to make sure that our convention is disrupted. But as the government in exile, as the Biafra Republic government in exile, we are here to assure the Biafra people that we're not going to be deterred. We are going to continue the pursuit for our freedom, our inalienable rights to self-determination, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop the Biafra independence from taking place on the 2nd of December 2024. I call on my fellow Biafra citizens to remain strong. We have learned a lot from the Prime Minister. We have learned a lot from this agitation, and we remain without fear before our enemies. That is the symbol of being a Biafran. Our pursuit is just those who wish to listen to our struggles, those who wish to listen our plight should come forward and make sure that they treat the Biafra with human dignity. I'm very, very glad that finally we have the opportunity to discuss the Biafra issue on the international stage. And this time around, it's not going to be the same story as usual. At this point, I'm going to call the Chief of Staff to take the mic and brief us further on the recent developments and the way forward to the restoration of independence of the United States of Biafra. Thank you very much, fellow Biafrans. Honorable Chief of Staff, Dr. Ngozi, please, you have the mic.
Thank you so much. Again, I welcome Biafrans to this emergency meeting of the cabinet members. I welcome all the cabinet members here present, both at home and cabinet members in the de facto government. I welcome and thank our Biafra Liberation Army, our Biafra Defense Forces that are on ground doing the needful to ensure that the restoration of Biafra is not tampered with by anybody, by any government, foreign or local. Our determination to redeclare Biafra between November 29th and December the 2nd, but in Finland and in de facto homeland, is a task that every Biafran, every individual listening here today must be involved in. As the previous speakers have noted, our able Prime Minister, Obato, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, will be with us in a very few period. This is just a short delay that will in no way affect what we are doing, demean our spirit or hamper our resoluteness to restore Biafra on 2nd December. His Excellency, I greet you. I thank you for the wonderful job you are doing to restore Biafra. I thank you for your resilience. I thank you for not coming in or trying to negotiate. That is the spirit of Sisu. Every single individual here in Biafra government goes with that spirit of Sisu. We are more determined now than before for the restoration of the independent state of Biafra on 2nd December 2024. Nothing in this life, absolutely nothing will deter us. Nothing will stop us. So on this note, I want to bring to the notice of all Biafrans that our Prime Minister is safe and sound, very healthy in Finland, attending to these issues that usually most of us know. The terrorist state of Nigeria will always try in one way or the other to bribe their way into all the different foreign countries, to bribe their way into places like United Nations, African Union, to bribe their way into every internationally established community or organization. The Nigerian government, using the Europeans, using United Kingdom as part of their deal, will always try to disrupt, will always try to tamper with the restoration of Biafra, United States of Biafra. But I want to tell everybody listening here today that the power that Nigerian government has, where they stop is where this government begins. I need them to know that our Excellency, His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic, Simon Ekpa, has already laid a full structure for the restoration of Biafra. Nobody on earth will stop that. We are both at home and we are abroad. Biafra will be restored from diaspora. Our leader, nnamdikanu, has laid the structure by introducing His Excellency Simon Ekpa to be in charge of this ship where we are right now. And that ship is on course. Our leader nnamdikanu, or you all should remember, he is with the Nigerian DSS today because of what we are doing. Our leader nnamdikanu has said, instead of Biafra not to come, Nigeria will be burned to ashes. And I promise you today, instead of Biafra not to come, we single individual in Biafra government, in all the structures that our PM has laid down, we will bring Nigeria down. And any country, both international and in homeland, that tries to tamper, that tries to intervene, that tries to stop this restoration, that country will get the brunt of Biafrans. So I thank you all for coming here today. Like our Honorable Uche has explained to us what happened in Finland. Our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, has been invited by the Finnish local authorities to volunteer information on what is going on. And our PM has always said he is looking for this opportunity for the government to officially know that Biafrans cannot continue to stay in a country where President Tinubu and Nigerian leaders reintegrate and rehabilitate non-terrorists into the Nigerian police and the Nigerian military and the Nigerian Air Force and custom, and they continue to kill our people. Our Prime Minister has looked forward to this particular moment with few innocent Biafrans that were taken by the Filand authority. They were invited to come, according to them. They were involved in money, they were making donations, they were funding terrorism. All of you listening to me today, who is the biggest terrorist country we have in the world? Who is among the biggest terrorists? Who is the government that are killing Christians in their numbers? Who is the government reintegrating terrorists? Who is the government expecting two types of laws? One Sharia in the northern part of Nigeria and then the regular in the south. Who is the government that invited all the different type of terrorists you have? They have their base in Nigeria today. Who is the government that is inviting Hamas and Hezbollah and inviting them to Abuja to come and partner with them? Who is the government when election is conducted? Somebody will go behind the scene and switch the election. They will carry the election bus and they will steal it. Who is the government doing that? And now they are saying our PM is inciting. Let them know that Biafra is a nation. Our PM is defending Biafrans by the second. Our PM has noted that the way it is done before, where we Biafrans, we just sit, we watch, and these terrorists will come and kill us, kill our mothers, rape our women, kill our children, take away our boys and girls. That is what our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has vowed to stop. And he has vowed with his life. All of us Biafrans in the British cabinet, the Defense Homeland, the Biafran Liberation Forces, the Biafran Army, we have vowed with our life. We are going to continue this same call, this same place that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has. Nobody will stop that. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has set all the structures in place for Biafra restoration from the beginning to the end. So taking him or removing him to go and ask him questions to delay or to disrupt our Finland Convention for the next 1 or 2 weeks, it is not going to have any effect. Rather, it is going to make all Biafrans more determined in the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. We are a full-fledged country. We have met all the criteria for a full-fledged country. We conducted our referendum where over 50 million Biafrans have voted for the independent state of Biafra. We've conducted different topics, we did a Twitter poll where 98% of Biafrans want to exit Nigeria because Nigeria is a killing ground. No sensible person in the world, no sane leader, no individual that has his or her honest right will ever support the existence of a killing ground called Nigeria, where people are killed in their thousands every single day. No sane leader will support that. So anything that Nigerian government is doing, anything the local Finland authorities is doing, I want to assure them that inviting our Prime Minister or delaying him or making him not to be part of the Filand Convention, which he holds dear to his heart, that will not stop nothing. We are the people. The power belongs to us. The laws of self-determination allow us to rule ourselves, to determine who is going to be our leader. And Biafrans have done that clearly over the past 2 years after they kidnapped and renditioned our leader, Mazi nnamdikanu from Kenya. He is right now in Nigeria DSS dungeon. They did that because they think that when they take our leader, nnamdikanu, there will be nothing about Biafra anymore. That was their wish. That was their thoughts. And now they are partnering with the local authorities in Finland to invite our Prime Minister to disrupt our Filand Convention. And let me ask everyone listening to me, if the rendition of our leader nnamdikanu to Nigeria, if that didn't work, what made Nigerian government think that inviting Simon Ekpa by the local police in Finland will work? They know it's not going to work. It's even going to get worse. It's going to get more brutal because we are determined for Biafra restoration. Nobody can stop that. We are all aware that all these are all the crooks perpetuated by the Nigerian government to disrupt what we are doing. And I want to ask Biafrans, before I finalize my talk, let me ask you, when has self-determination, when has the right of our people to rule themselves, when has it become a crime? When has it become terrorism? The world watches. Biafrans everywhere.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian. Simon Ekpa get people that are lobbying for Biafra, and it is a plus. The way Simon Ekpa is going international, and it seems he's making this agitation a serious international issue by employing international lobbyists to make sure that Biafra is recognized at the world stage. Let's get a reaction.
Now, thank you for that wonderful question, the anchor of this great platform. First and foremost, I want to say, Simon Ekpa has come out to say, or has outlined countless times, that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojoku fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, Mazi nnamdikanu did it via his own dimension. So Ekpa is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Simon Ekpa should be discredited, the likes of and that of the Southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Simon Ekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Simon Ekpa and nnamdikanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that, see, they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world, in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone, the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways. Nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Simon Ekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also
Should the government, should the Nigerian government be worried about this?
why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Simon Ekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? Say a particular tribe or a major tribe to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. That means dominance. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. And eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country. And we know it. We know it. I know it too. And every normal man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that Ojukwu have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this BiAFRA struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria. Just because they feel their brother is still in president. My brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I am very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did, or else that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum. He said, post that election, that the Northern Order Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now so now if the average left person is will not giving the vote, now where will they get the vote? It should come by 2027. The same thing the universe have tagged the Igbos for. Now they will be the master mind of it, because I can bet you that 2027 Yoruba will stop. And that's the slogan that will continue to trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country. And then the Igbo man now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is championing for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. Yeah. there are claims that the Igbo man is not still, but I can bet you when the system will also catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.